Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Julie and Jim Traber podcast. I am Jim Traber, along with my beautiful wife, Mrs. Julie Traber. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you today?
Good. You got the little baby blue on today?
Yes, I was going to dress up, but I just didn't have it in me. I had both boys today.
Yeah, you
Cooked
did have
a big
both
dinner,
boys.
and I thought, nope, they're going to get the real me in my Gigi clothes today. So here it is.
You do have your Gigi pants on.
My Gigi pants, my Gigi tennis shoes.
The other day, boy, you got up when we were going to go to lunch. You got all dressed up and everything. I looked at her. I said, What's going on here? What are you doing? I'm so used to the Gigi clothes.
Well, whenever I have an off day, I try to put on like normal clothes so that you can remember what I used to dress like back in the day.
You used to really dress so when you were running a company,
back in the
boy.
day.
You used to wear some clothes now. Wow. Anyway, it's good stuff. We had some rain today, man. The weather here in Oklahoma, people, I'm telling you, it is the most schizophrenic, psychotic place you've ever seen.
I know people get sick of hearing that.
About 4 days ago, it was 93 degrees, okay? Then on Tuesday, it was high of 61. Then Wednesday, high of 63. And then today, high of 60. It said 71, but I don't think it ever got to 71. And I drove through some rain today that was so hard, it was unbelievable. And then you said it rained hard here, huh?
We've got Seattle weather.
That's
Our
right.
daughter has been having Oklahoma weather. She's been having in the 80s and sunshine.
Well,
and
everybody
it's
has.
beautiful.
Connecticut was 90.
Hey, Jay, can you turn him down a little bit? Thanks. Sorry. You're like so emphatic and it's hurting my ears.
What are we going to do? Start over?
No, he turned me down. It's fine.
Okay.
We could have gone with that on the air. I don't care.
Okay. We'll go with it on the air then.
I don't care.
Anyway, the weather's been just absolutely crazy, man. It really has, and I'm ready for it. I think
But what's funny,
today the first day
I brought
of,
that up because we're going to Seattle this weekend.
That's right.
She's had beautiful weather. We've had terrible weather, and then our weather gets good. We leave to go to Seattle, and it turns back to Seattle weather.
Do you know that for a fact?
I do. I looked it up.
You looked at it?
Yep.
So what's it going to be up there?
Overcast, high 60s, little bit of drizzling rain. Normal Seattle weather.
Yeah, if you don't go to Seattle, if it's not like that, then you're not in Seattle.
But I
guess.
thought that was interesting.
That's right. We're going to go see our little girl.
Yes, she turned one this past week, our little
1 year old.
Eleanor.
Tell her what she did to the birthday cake.
Well, it wasn't really a cake. They gave her, she doesn't have sugar. She's never had sugar. And so they gave
That's
her.
ridiculous, by the way. I cannot believe they don't give her sugar.
They gave her a watermelon and they put whipping cream on it so it looked like a cake. And she had never had watermelon. They really don't give her sweets, like a lot of sugary stuff.
Why is that?
Well, because she's still breastfeeding. I mean, she just turned one.
Yeah,
and
but she
so
eats other foods.
She eats some solids, yeah. But anyway, this was her first time, and then you saw what she did with it. She clearly is a fan.
I'm going to let you know.
She's a fan.
I'm looking at this little girl, the shape that she's in, been around her. She wants to eat sugar.
That girl likes food, just period.
She wants to eat, man.
But she was introduced to something sweet, and she's a fan. Yeah.
You know, we need to do a podcast on parents of children, and their children have babies, and how hard it is to not tell your children what the heck they're supposed to do with the babies.
Yeah. Well, hard for you, for sure.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, I think if
You
you
have a
turn
really hard
1 year
time.
old and you've never had sugar, sorry, that's a little bit ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous. That's,
Really?
no.
I'm giving baby sugar early.
Well, I did too, but it's not ridiculous.
When did they start drinking sweet tea?
Wow.
Out of the nipple.
I would put sweet tea in their bottles sometimes.
Yeah.
But
a
I
lot.
feel like sweet tea in the southern realm, okay? It's good for what ails you. It's just good for you.
So there's no sugar in it, though. This is beautiful. This is one of the most unbelievable things you ever said. So because it's a southern thing, it's okay.
I'm just saying I didn't have this thing about they couldn't have sugar, but I don't remember my kids up until 1 or 2 having sugar. I didn't give it to them. I mean, mothers don't generally want to give it to them because it makes them hyperactive.
Okay, but Jewel.
As a grandmother, I might slip them some sugar.
Well, it's ridiculous what the little boys come over here and eat.
Yeah, it's true.
And I leave candy
Okay,
on
can we
for 'em.
change the subject? You were just fixing to throw me completely under the bus, and I would just love to move on from this.
But I just want to say one thing.
Do it.
Okay.
One thing, and let's move on.
Sweet tea, sweetie, is sugar.
I know. I
Okay.
realize that. But as a Southerner, to me, it was just what you drank with dinner. And so I would give the girls sweet tea.
No, I can't go any further. I can't go any further. So last week, we put out a poll on Instagram.
Well, hold on. Let's not skip something. I really want to talk about this before we get distracted.
What?
We had the weirdest thing happen. Like, I don't think we've ever done this before.
What?
You started having a really weird smell in your car.
This is unbelievable. Yeah.
Jim had a weird smell in his car. It was not smelling good.
And I don't like I don't like bad smells, people. I'm a smells person.
What was it? You had to open up your trunk for something. You were putting something back there.
I was putting something in the back of my car, yeah.
Oh, was it when you were going out of town? Yeah, you were going out of town.
That's right. I was going out to play poker.
You put a
and I was going to put a suitcase in the back.
You guys will not believe what we did.
Don't say we.
Well, you put the box back there. You carried it out to the car for me and put it back there. So, okay, Mother's Day. This is how long this has been in the car. Mother's Day, we took food over to my sister-in-law's house, brought home the leftovers. You put it in the trunk. We both get out of the car at the house. Neither of us get it out. And it had literally been sitting in there since Mother's Day, and you discovered it on Saturday, correct?
Yep. I opened it up, and I looked at it, and I was like, I'm wondering what's been smelling in my daggone car.
Jim's been leaving the windows down.
Tell him what it was.
He had this funk. He just couldn't
I had
get rid
to
of.
roll the windows down. I thought, what is going on in his car? But tell
You
him.
thought it was you, didn't
Yeah,
you?
tell him what it was.
So I had made a strawberry cobbler, and then it was mac and cheese. But I think the smell was the strawberry cobbler.
Well, first of all, I can't stand the smells of
strawberries.
strawberries.
But old strawberries is even worse.
There was like mold and stuff growing
So
on.
I took it into the house. You didn't actually even see it. I literally considered these are really two nice my nicest casserole dishes. I came this close to just going out to the big trash can and dumping it. I was literally like trying to clean it, going, it was just so disgusting. The mold was this thick on top of the strawberry cobbler. It was nasty.
I rode all the way to Tulsa with my windows like just a little bit down so I could try to get some air to flow through that thing.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so bad.
But we laughed so hard because he had been thinking it was him, or like he could not figure out where this smell. And you have to understand, Jim is so, like, he has such a thing about smells anyway.
I do. I really do.
It had been in there since Mother's Day, and it had been hot. That was when it had been hot.
Well, that night, late night, when I drove back home, it was smelling. It was smelling
better.
It was okay then. But man, I was so nervous. Something got into the car.
Oh, I know.
You know, like a dead animal or something.
It was so bad.
Nope.
I cannot believe we did that.
That was unbelievable. It really was. It really, really was.
I don't think we've ever done that before. But I'm just telling you, there's a part of me that wanted to just throw those casserole dishes away.
And so what'd you do? Just scrub them or what?
I did. I scrubbed them, and then I put them multiple times, and then I put them in the dishwasher and did it on the high heat.
And everything was good?
Yeah, they're fine. But it was just the scraping it off, the beginning part of it that was like,
What'd you do with it? You went out and threw it outside in the garbage?
I put it in plastic bags and then tied that up and then took it out to the big trash can.
Okay.
It was just so
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The big trash can doesn't smell good, so that stuff got in there and wore that place out, too.
Yeah.
When are the gross busters coming so they can clean our trash cans? Because we need it.
We need the Ghostbusters desperately.
Yeah, you've never done that before. You
No.
usually remember your food, especially that strawberry cobbler you worked your tail off
And
on.
my dishes. Yeah.
Was the strawberry cobbler good?
It was okay. It wasn't great. Here's what I did wrong. I didn't follow the directions
Why is that?
because it wanted me to put an obscene amount of sugar
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
in with the strawberries. And I thought, why would I need that? The strawberries are sweet enough. And so I didn't do it. And it just wasn't sweet enough. It needed.
Yeah, it probably needs a lot of sugar.
It tasted like, that time that your mom made me banana bread, and I was so excited, and I ate it, and then I was like, wah, wah.
because it was no sugar.
Because it was
Or
no
my
sugar.
My dad
That
was
was
a
my
diabetic.
Yeah, that was my strawberry cobbler. I was so excited, and then I took a big bite. I was like, it wasn't
See, you
sweet
should have
enough.
made an apple cobbler. Then I would have cared about it. I would have brought it in the house and everything.
You're right. You
But
just said,
since
"Where's
it was a
that
strawberry,
cobbler?"
I didn't care at all about the
You're
thing.
you're exactly right. I learned my lesson.
Strawberries are a funky thing. Even if you like them, they smell funky, and I don't like them at all. But strawberries are weird, man.
Well,
Got them little things on them.
the little
Y'all
seeds.
just eat them.
The seeds?
Kill them out. You know, they're like on the outside. They're like little tiny things on there.
Yeah, it's little tiny seeds.
Well, I don't like strawberries.
Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but I had to tell that story because that was just.
That is a really bad story. Something that, see, you say, I'm going to throw you under the bus, but you just threw yourself under the bus right there.
Yeah, no.
You're okay with that?
I'm saying you were throwing me under the bus with if any of our daughters were going to listen to the things you were fixing to expose on me. I just wanted to move on.
Yeah. Now, Caitlin Julia, I think with her children, I think she gave them some sweet tea bottles early.
They let me have my way with the kids. But there was a time that Albert put his foot down and said, Gigi, please stop giving them so much sugar. Because I just had a hard time saying no to them if they wanted something.
Well, you have a hard time saying no to any of our grandbabies.
It's true. I don't love to say no.
How many toys did you buy for each one of them today at the Cracker Barrel?
Just two. Just one each.
But
then they each got a candy, which almost looked like a toy. You know, the spinny things with the sucker.
These little boys. These little boys come in. Can we go to Cracker Barrel?
Yeah,
and
they
it's not
love
because they
Cracker
want to
Barrel.
eat there. It's because they know that this one's going to buy them all these toys and candy and everything else.
Cracker Barrel's awesome.
Cracker Barrel is awesome.
I mean, it's really got everything you need there. You can get a new outfit, you know, flip flops,
Especially for little kids too.
books on tape.
Yeah.
What? Checkers?
Oh, you
Yeah,
can play
all the
check-
games.
And then of course the one that's on the table with the golf tees.
Yeah.
That's a great game. Mm-hmm. I love Cracker Barrel. There's no doubt about it. I love Cracker Barrel. And they got great food.
We're big Cracker Barrel fans. Okay,
Dumplings.
yes. So we did a poll this past week.
Last week we talked about on our program. If you didn't watch it, you need to. It was a great show. We talked about her and me and how the two of us have changed spots as far as
We've switched
temperature.
places.
We've switched places.
We
with
fight. We have an ongoing dispute on the thermostat, and this is a perfect day to talk about it because
It's freezing.
it is not freezing. I walked in this morning and I was like, you have the heater on, don't you? And you were like, yes, it's so cold out.
It was cold.
But then you didn't fix it. I've said if you're going to turn the heat on in the
I was
morning.
going to. I was in the back
But
when
you-
came out of taking a shower. I was going to go ahead and turn it.
But
turn
you
it back.
didn't. I was in the kitchen cooking up a storm for us. And I was like, why is it so hot? Jay got here. He had his sweatshirt on. And I see him pull his sweatshirt off. And I'm like, yeah, it's hot in here. So I went over to the thermostat and it was like 74. And I was like, he left the heat running.
I only had the heat on 70.
Well, it was up to 74.
Okay, well,
Our,
don't know what to tell
our
you.
thermostat does
it's
not work
junk.
great in this
Yeah,
house.
no, you're right. It doesn't matter. You can put it. It'll say that the temperature 72 will have the air on 73, and it'll be blasted. So
Well, anyway, so I turned the air on, and then of course Jim walked in, and he was like, "It's freezing
it was
in here."
freezing. I got a jacket on. Got a jacket on.
So let's talk about the results.
But we've switched because when we were young, I used to be the one that was always hot.
I was freezing,
you
and
were
I would
freezing.
say, "Hey, it's too cold in here," and you were like, "Put some more clothes on."
Right. So now you do that to me.
And
to
so
get me
now I
back.
do that to you.
That kind of like when I used to make fun of that little girl that had a colostomy bag, and then I ended up having to have a
Yeah,
colostomy
it's just
bag.
like that.
It's exactly like that.
It's not like
Same
that.
thing, yeah.
No, it's terrible. Anyway, let's talk about the
Let's
results.
talk about some of the things that people said.
I just have the results. I
Oh,
don't know
are
what
the
they
results?
said.
I remember. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So the results are, we said, have you and your spouse switched sides when it comes to the thermostat? And I got to read my writing. 31% said yes, 69% said no. But this is not a true assessment because we didn't ask how long they've been married.
Well,
that
that's
would have been
true.
a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
but if somebody had been married for 5 years and they did that, then they shouldn't count.
Right.
We're talking about people that have been married a pretty long time.
But
yeah.
31% said yes. And
That's
then
a
we
lot.
said, okay, if you said yes to this question, who wins? Him, her, or do you compromise? Him got 28%, her got 51%, and compromise got 21%. Does that add up? You're the math guy.
Yeah, it does. Most of the people that commented talked about menopause. There was a lot of that from the ladies because when they were younger, they were cold, and then the minute they hit menopause, and I know you don't like to talk about menopause, but
I don't even like the word. I don't like the word.
well, can we change the
let's
name?
just talk about this for a second because I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit this head on, okay?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to hit this
I'm
head
going
on.
to tell you, people, when I bring up the word menopause, she's like, no, I don't want to talk about that. What are you? No.
Here's why.
Why?
Because it really bothers me when you bring it up for everything.
Not for everything.
Yes. Here's what's been going on our whole life. If I'm in a bad mood when we first got married, you're like, oh, are you about to start your period? Okay.
And I was right about 80% of the time.
Now that we are 30 years married.
Wait a minute. Before we talk about this, look in those cameras and you talk about your, what was it called?
We've talked about this before.
Say it
My
again.
PMS. My
You
PMS.
tell the people about your PMS. It was so bad that your children, your mother, and me, we all had to have a daggone thing like, Julie, you need help. Tell them.
You had an intervention, and I worked on it.
You were so bad. It was unbelievable. You were a monster.
You're getting carried away.
Well,
right
because
now.
you were terrible.
You're getting carried
You know you were. And then you went to the doctor and you got some medicine and you were a lot better, right?
No, I said I'm not going to take medicine for this because it drugged me out. And so I said I'm just going to be better. And I got better.
You did get better.
I
But,
worked on it.
Oh, my gosh, man. What a bear. I remember people, I would walk into the house. You think about this now. 3 daughters and a wife. I would walk into the house and I would come in slow sometimes and I could hear the talk around the house. And Julie and maybe 1 or 2 of the daughters would be,
we were all,
and they all would cycle together.
We were all in the same cycle.
And
yeah.
I would like walk in the house like this, trying to like maybe
So
sneak in my office.
Jim had one good week a month.
It was bad. And I couldn't believe, I
You know
didn't even
what?
know, at the time, I didn't know anything about that.
Are you done?
Yeah, now what were you going to say about menopause?
Yeah, let's get back to that. The point being, I've had to hear from you about my cycles and all of this, our entire marriage. And now that the kids are gone, now I have to hear every time I'm having a bad day or I'm hot or I'm cold, it's menopause. Do you think you're going through menopause?
Well, I don't ask that anymore. I know you were going through it now.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Why aren't there names for what men go through?
There is. Midlife crisis.
Why are you sitting on the couch with a blanket on and a jacket? Like my dad still wears a puffer vest the whole year.
Don't be comparing me to your dad.
Oh, it's
what are you
this
talking?
close to wearing a
outta
puffer
here.
vest.
He's
okay?
83 years old. I don't wear a puffer vest, and I don't have a puffer vest, and I will never wear a puffer vest. He wears it when it's 100 degrees outside. We'll have a daggone July 4th party, and you'll come over here with a puffer vest
why
on.
don't they have names for what men go through when you're losing testosterone and you fall asleep with the remote in your hand and all the stuff men go through when they get older? Why don't we have a word for that?
Why don't you go ahead and start the name? What do you want to call it?
I don't know. I'm going to have to give it some thought.
It's interesting that menopause starts with men. Maybe you should call it womanopause.
Guaranteed probably a man came up with it.
Well, you're really down on men today. You said something earlier today about a man came up with something. What was that?
Oh, Jay, do you really want to go into it? Jay and I were talking about this comedian. She's a Southern Baptist comedian, and somebody sent it to me. And I was like, this is my life. This is how I grew up.
About shaving your legs, yeah.
She said, my family was so Baptist that when I said, can I shave my legs? They said, yes, but only up to your knee.
Ladies, listen. If you're listening to this podcast, okay, and you were only allowed to shave your legs to your knees when you were young, please go to @JimTraber or @Traberhood on Instagram, @JimTraber or @Traberhood, and tell us, did your mom make you not shave up here? And what did they say? Why? What was the reason?
They didn't say why.
What do you say?
She said, this stand-up comedian said, you want to stay away from the danger zone. And then she said, obviously the highway to the danger zone is that strip of leg
That's the highway to the danger zone?
between the knee and the danger zone. And I laughed my head off and I was like, and you said, well, who came up with that rule? And I was like, probably some man. Probably a man came up with that rule. I don't know.
I'm gonna admit one thing.
What's that?
Men over the years have made a lot of rules for women, and that's not fair. And names for things. And
Well, I do know in the church world,
yeah,
a lot of it came from men.
Right.
You know, my dad had a lot of rules, and I would get down to the nitty gritty, questioning him on his thought process behind the rules. And
let me look. I'm gonna ask something to
Okay.
the phone real quick. So real quick, I'm just gonna ask this. But you'll hear the question here. Let me get that out of the way. Get out of the way, and then I'm gonna say, why did they name it menopause? Let's see what comes up here. The word menopause is a combination of two Greek words, mena, meaning month, and pausi, meaning to stop. Oh, you
it
stop
stops the
your
time of the
monthly.
month.
Oh, wow.
There
And
we
it
go.
literally translates to the end of the monthly cycles. There you go. So it probably wasn't a man.
But the reason I get mad when you bring it up is you bring it up for everything. Like I'll be in the bed and I'll go, it's really hot in here. And you'll go, oh, are you having a hot flash? No, you've doubled up our down comforter on top of me so you can just have a sheet and it's hot under here. And you've got the heat going.
You have slept like that for 30 years.
My point is that this house air conditioner does not work very
All right,
good.
I'm going to put my hand in the air to ask a question, okay? Do you believe at this point that you have either gone through or are going through menopause? Do you feel any of it?
Yes, but I don't want to discuss this on the podcast, and you know that.
Well, it's good that we get it out there. There might be couples out there that are going through the same thing.
Also, I don't want to discuss it with you every time I have a mood swing. That's my point.
Do you think?
But here's what I'd like to say to you.
What?
For the
that
first
you love me?
30 years that we were married, where you told me to put more clothes on, that's what I'm saying to you. So stop.
Well, look what I got on.
Stop turning
got a big old sweatshirt on.
Just stop turning the heat on.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I'd like to say.
All right, very good. I think we should do an entire podcast about menopause. Why not? It's an important thing. There's people out there that want to know. What? Why are you giving me that look?
I just said I don't want to discuss this with you. Yes, Jay?
Am I? Male doctor.
By a male doctor.
Yeah, named by a male doctor.
Of course it was.
Am
Jay was still researching that.
Am I sleeping on the couch tonight?
No.
Okay, good.
But the comforter's going to go on you
No,
tonight.
it is not.
That's what's happening.
I can promise you that it's not going on me.
Okay, can we move on from this?
We do have a good little thing going right now,
We
though.
do really appreciate, though, all the people who wrote in and responded to your poll.
Absolutely. Love it.
Jim really enjoyed all the feedback.
I did, man. You had some great things that people said. And one guy said that he was cold when he met his wife, and he's cold now. And I thought I was going to say something back to him, but I didn't. You know? But
what were you going
to
to say back?
I don't know. I was just going to rip on him a little bit if he's cold his whole life. I mean, what's going on?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, though, your hands are still like ice cubes.
I mean,
You have no circulation.
You act like I'm hot all the time. I mean, I'm really not. I'd still take a jacket everywhere I go because I'm cold out in the world.
Not here in the house, so.
But in this house, you have started keeping way warmer than we've ever kept our house. And so it's warm to me.
I turn it down at night to 69, and then in the day I put it at 73.
But I'm here during the day now. And I used to not be when you would do that. And that's what I'm saying. When I'm running around with the kids or I'm cooking, or 73 is too warm. That's all I'm saying.
Well, but if it's the days that it's 95 out, then 73 is fine. But
well, it has to be
right.
so we don't spend so much money, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, our air conditioning bills will
But
go
I
through
would
the roof.
rather it be at 70 when I'm here during the day.
Man, it is so cold in this house when it's 70.
I feel like my perfect temperature is that it needs to be cold enough in our house that when we cuddle up on the couch, I require a blanket. That's what I like.
Okay.
I like
Very
to
good.
get under the blanket and get cozy.
We do sleep. I remember the one night where I forgot, this was in our house that we built where the air conditioner was unbelievable. I forgot what I would do back then is I would turn the air conditioning on in the day, and then when we went to sleep, I would just turn the air a little bit up so we didn't get air because it was freezing outside. And you'd open the window or whatever.
No, I didn't open the window back then because our
One
air
night,
worked.
then I would put the heat at like 66. So if it went beneath 66, it would come on.
Yeah.
That one night, I forgot to do that, and we woke up, and it was like 57 degrees in our day.
I told that story last week.
Yeah.
I was blowing smoke. Like I could see my breath in the
It
house.
was freezing. But it is more comfortable to sleep in a cold
Oh,
environment.
it's great, but it was just horrible to get up at 6:30 and have to take a shower to go to work, and it was that cold.
Now you know why I put the heat on.
It was miserable.
Because when
Yeah.
I wake up at like 9 o'clock.
All right, can we move on from this subject?
I think this has been
I think
very...
we've exhausted
This
it.
has been an invigorating, wonderful speech here. I like it.
I have something really interesting.
Okay.
And I want to just say, Jim does not know what we're talking about tonight. And I
right.
could have cheated on this. I totally could have cheated, wanted to, but I didn't. I'm just going to say that for the record. I did not cheat
You are definitely not a cheater.
on this. So it's going to be true, actual response for me as well.
All right.
But I saw this counselor talking and doing a video and saying, do you think that you and your spouse could pass the U.S. immigration test that they give to people who are trying to get a
okay.
green card? You know, they marry somebody over here and they
Right.
do these tests.
Right. And we have not studied.
We have not studied, but we've lived together for over 30 years. So
Yep.
we should know these. And the interesting thing that he said, remember, for a lot of these, for most places, they separate you. They separate the couple,
Sure.
and your answers need to match.
Yeah, you can't do
right?
it together. Sure.
So we're only going to go over 12 of the questions
All right.
tonight.
Let's do it.
But think about this. In the immigration test, there's like 100.
Yep.
And they said that you're only allowed a couple discrepancies.
Yeah. By the way, this is the way to get into our country, to take the immigration test. Go ahead.
Well, one of them. Yeah.
I mean, that's right. One of them. But
One of them. Okay. So here we go. Number 1. What color is your spouse's toothbrush?
pink.
It is not pink. Do you know what color yours is?
Blue.
I was supposed to answer that.
Well, I didn't want. You asked me a question. I said blue.
I just wondered if you knew what your own toothbrush
were you
color
gonna say?
was. I was going to guess blue,
What?
but
what
I
is
didn't know.
yours?
I didn't know my own.
I know. What is yours?
Because I knew we were
So
going to
you did
do
cheat.
this. No, for my own
Okay.
answer,
What was it?
it's purple.
Okay.
But if I ask you another question like that, it's not to give me the answer. It's I want to know if you even know the answer to that question. Because I didn't know my own toothbrush color until we did this.
All right. Go ahead.
So, yeah, I would have guessed blue for you because I think when I get you one, I normally get you blue.
Blue's fine. I don't really
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
But okay.
Okay. Which side of the bed does your spouse sleep on?
If you're looking at the bed, you always sleep on the right side. And of course,
You're on the left.
Yeah, exactly.
It was interesting on the comments how many people, and we've talked about this on this podcast before, but how many people said, we don't really have a side. It's just wherever you end up.
That's ridiculous. How can people live like
So
that?
crazy to me.
I wonder if then in other things that they do, they don't make decisions either.
Or if it's not that they don't make decisions, they're not very, you're a very, what's the word?
Rain Man. You call me Rain Man.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
You like things a certain way. And so I'm like, did I ever care what side of the bed I slept on, or was that just because
The reason why
of you?
I like it on the side that I'm on is because I can't sleep on my left side
Okay.
with my CPAP.
I understand that. But we lived together a lot of years before you had a CPAP. And my point is, you've always been this way about that side of the bed.
So in the house that we built, I slept on the right side. In the house before that, the big one, I slept on the right side. Now I sleep on the left side. I'm old. We've changed. And you know what? The house that we had on the east side, I slept on the right side. The house that we rented, I slept on the right side. This is the only house that I've slept on the left side.
Interesting.
But all of those were closest to the door, too.
That's true.
And I like to be close to the door, unless we're in a hotel. Doesn't matter. We lock the whole thing up. Nothing's
It's actually
happening.
scarier.
What are you talking
in a
about?
hotel.
Nobody's coming in. They got locks on it and everything. We're fine. And I'll dive over you because
I've
like
seen a lot of
Superman.
videos of
You and
things
the
that can
feet.
happen
Go
in a
ahead,
hotel.
get out of
But
here, get
okay,
out
we
of
won't
here.
get into that. Okay. What did your spouse wear to bed last night?
Well, this is a tough one because I always want you to wear like shorts, little shorts.
Let's not talk about what you wish I would wear to bed. What did I wear to bed last night?
You wore like a silky pair of longer pants and a white T-shirt, one of your 7 billion.
No, that's not what I wore to bed last
You
night.
wore silky pants.
No, I didn't.
What'd you wear?
It's that striped pajamas set. They're not silky. It's the blue with the white
Oh,
stripes.
yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
But I like the little shorts that
I know
you wear.
you do.
But you won't do that, right? This is an illegal question for you, for me, though. What did I wear? What did I wear to bed?
But here's where I could have cheated. Jim always wears shorts and a t-shirt, but I do not know which shorts and t-shirt you wore last night. I can't, in my mind, envision it.
I wore.
It's one of 3 t-shirts that you sleep
No,
in.
I wore a light blue shirt and I think dark blue shorts. I've got, guys, listen, if you want the greatest sleeping shorts in the history of the world, go to Tommy John. They are unbelievable. I also wear their boxer shorts. Their boxer shorts are the best ever. But these sleeping shorts are the greatest sleeping shorts you've ever put on in your life. They're comfortable. They're down to here. Wonderful. Anyway.
Yeah. So I did not know. So that's already 2 that you and I would have been like,
Okay. I don't know why this has anything to do with immigration, but go ahead.
I guess they're wanting to make sure you sleep together. You know, that you're like,
I see. Okay, yeah.
because here's the next one. What brand of toothpaste do you use at home?
You use some funky thing that's supposed to be good for you. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what it is, but it's something that's like supposed to be like really good for your teeth.
Yeah, you couldn't buy it for me if you needed to. Jim likes Close Up.
Close up.
The red, the hot.
Absolutely. I have a great smelling mouth.
He gets that red toothpaste everywhere.
I clean it up. I'm good at
On the
cleaning up my
towel.
sink.
Yeah.
I clean up my sink.
But yeah, so you would have had another on me.
Well, I mean, what, I have to know the name of it?
Yeah, I
you don't
think
even
so.
know the name of it.
I actually don't know the name of it.
There you go.
Okay. When was the last time you 2 went to a restaurant? Where was it and what did you eat?
Wow. We went to Cracker Barrel.
It's like we just talked about it.
And you ate the vegetable plate, which had 2 orders of dumplings and 2 orders of green beans, and you also ate a biscuit with butter and grape jelly, and you had sweet tea.
Nice. Yes.
What did
Very
I
good.
have?
This is difficult for me. I don't remember what you ordered, but I'm going to guess that you got French toast because you told me that's what you were going to order.
That is
And you got
really
a cup of soup.
That is really
You got
sad.
campfire soup.
That is really sad.
Did you
No,
not? You said
no.
I'm going to get the French toast, but then I didn't hear.
asked you, oh, this is Thursday, isn't it?
Oh, you got turkey and dressing. You got turkey and dressing. Okay.
That is unbelievable. And I was mad because I had hash
Oh,
brown
yeah.
casserole that they put on the plate with
No,
it.
no.
And then the cranberry sauce.
He forgot to say,
No
don't bring
cranberry
me cranberry sauce.
I had to get it off of my plate. Ugh. That's really bad that you don't remember. That was
I
about
do remember
6
now.
hours ago that
I
we
do
ate
remember
that.
now.
Oh, you do now because I told you.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me. I can't, you said no. I asked the special, and then I was like, okay, yeah.
Because you've gone to Cracker Barrel for 30 years.
Okay. We're doing so badly on this test.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. The number of TVs in your home.
Well, there's 4 that work, but we also have a little baby one in our bathroom that we've never used. That would be 5. We got one in that room is 6. We do not have one in that room. So it's 6 work.
Technically 3 work. The one upstairs has stopped working too.
Oh, that's true. We'd have gotten that one right.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Yeah, we got 3. All right. How many locks are on the front door of your home? Don't look.
Just
Don't
one.
cheat. Yeah, just one.
Yeah. We didn't know. That was easy.
Yeah. What color are the sheets on the bed you sleep on right now?
Well, they're always the same. They're like an off-white kind of,
Yeah.
beige.
So see,
white.
don't you think these questions are designed to know,
Yeah.
are you guys
Are you
sleeping
sleeping
together?
Are you really together?
Are you really in the same house?
Yeah,
Kind of thing.
What else you got?
Okay. What time did your spouse leave for work?
You leave the house to go pick up the grandbabies at 8:30 in the morning.
Yes. Oh, and there's a second.
And you? What about you? What time do I leave?
So today you left at 1 o'clock.
That's right.
So it depends on where your show's going to be.
That's right.
If you're in studio, I get to keep you till about 1:30.
Close to it, yeah.
Yeah. So I know that one.
Okay.
Okay. Name everything hanging on the wall in your bedroom.
Nothing.
There's one thing. We're minimalists.
Nothing. Oh, the television.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
TV.
I was thinking paintings and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right. Yeah, the television.
The TV
That's
is
right.
mounted
Yeah.
to the wall.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fair.
we're minimalists. That one is an easy question.
And I like it that way.
Okay. This is going to be a super easy one. What color is your couch in your living room?
Dark brown.
There you go. We're looking at it. What mode of transportation does your spouse take to work, and how long does it take to get there?
Mine is weird.
Yeah.
For you, it takes you about 20 minutes to a half an hour, and you drive your car.
Yeah.
To pick up the little boys.
And yours just depends on where you're doing your show.
Mine could be 15 minutes, or it
2
could
hours.
be, or it could be 2 hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah,
to get to
exactly.
Out there, yeah. By the way, Rob's Ranch, good stuff. One of our sponsors. I go a long ways to see them.
That's exactly right.
Yep, Rob's Ranch. Let's talk about them real quick. Okay.
Well, we're almost done.
We're almost done. Okay. Go ahead then. Go ahead.
Well, that was number 12.
Oh, that was the last one?
That was number 12. And I thought that was really interesting because as I was writing these down, I didn't know a lot of these. I was like, who pays that much attention? So I was looking at some of the comments, and one of the women said, I don't even know the color of my own toothbrush. And that was me.
That was you?
When I went to brush my teeth.
That's kind of a dumb question. Jay, don't you think that's kind of stupid? Do you know the color of your toothbrush right now, Jay? Black?
Wow. I didn't
Wow,
even know he
dude.
made a
Are
black
you
toothbrush.
goth? It's all black with the black bristles and everything? All black.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know where that comes
Yeah.
from. Where he bought that at like a haunted house or something. I don't know what that black. At Walmart. I've never seen a black one at Walmart.
This person said, I've been married for 44 years and only got a few of these right, but we each have our own bathroom too.
They said that?
That's what she said. So
wow.
she was like,
own bathroom. Like they're kind of ritzy, aren't they?
ritzy. Well,
Yeah.
you know what's really funny? I've heard of a lot of people when they're empty nesters, the husband would go start using the other bathroom. So, I mean, I guess a lot of people do that.
Is that why you keep taking over my space? Because you want me to do that?
Maybe you should do that.
I want to know, fellas out there, does your wife take over your area in the bathroom? Because it's unbelievable. When I get up in the morning after her, I come in there and there are her water bottles in my area. There'll be a brush, maybe a couple of things that go in her hair. Why do you do that? You don't have enough room?
Jay, is it me or does Jim seem really unhappily married tonight?
What are you talking about? I am very happy. I'm just wondering why you do that.
I just thought this was funny. I remember that when we were building our own home, your godmother said, you need to build so each of you have your own bathroom. It'll save your marriage. She said that to me that long ago.
Now remember, she has millions and millions and millions
and
and millions
they have
of
their
dollars.
own bathroom.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing for some people that really like to look a certain way, maybe you don't want your husband seeing what you look like without makeup and without your hair
Well,
done.
that's ridiculous. Why wouldn't you want somebody to look? Oh, remember we saw that one meme that we saw on Instagram?
Yeah.
He divorced his wife when he saw her without makeup.
Yeah, I
First
think
time?
that was probably a joke. But I
Probably
did
was.
see the one that said, make sure before you get serious that you go swimming with her. You know, like get the hair wet, have the makeup come off.
But
Yeah,
there's makeup that is waterproof, so it doesn't come off, right?
that's true.
I know.
Well,
I'm pretty good. I'm a fashionista.
yeah. But anyway, so I guess there's some people that just like their privacy, you know?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, maybe if we both woke up early and had to be at work at the same time and we both had to be in the bathroom, I can understand that
Yeah.
might be a little
If
bit
somebody
of a
was
problem.
really early and just not to wake the other person up, you just slip out and go to the other bathroom.
Well, the one house that we had, you remember there wasn't a door to the bathroom. Remember that? The one we had on the east side? And you would have to go into the bathroom. Remember that?
No, it had a door, but it was not really
It
very
wasn't
it
like-
was like one of those folding doors.
Yeah,
it was
like,
very flimsy.
It was really weird, yeah. And I could
Yeah.
hear you in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
it wasn't very soundproof.
Yeah. That's the thing that I would tell all couples. If your bathroom is off of your bedroom, make sure that there's a door that you don't hear,
Yeah, that's true.
especially if you're like me and have to sleep in.
And then here's the last one. It said, if you take my husband into another room and ask him what I was currently wearing when he was just in the room with me, he still would have no idea. And I thought
That's very similar to me.
so true. Like,
We don't look at people's clothes all the time. You will tell me, did you see what that woman had on over there? And I'll go, what? Yeah, I was looking. I don't know what she had on. And you'll tell me, she had an orange skirt with a blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what are you? I mean, it's incredible how you ladies do that.
yeah, I just think it's really not very telling for I mean, I guess you know you're going to be taking this test. And so you're studying with each other and you're paying attention to details. But I think it just makes you aware in normal day-to-day life. You're not really, you're looking right at your spouse and you're not really paying that much attention to what the little details are.
Let me ask you, though,
Yeah.
is the test the same all the time? I mean, you found this test online. Is this the one?
I have a feeling that what they probably do, and I haven't really researched this enough. I do know that there's over 100 questions. So maybe when they're doing the test, they choose X amount from, because there's different sections where they want, this is like day-to-day life, but there's questions about family background, you know, where you grew up, that sort of thing. There's
we
all
should do
this.
some of those next time. That'd be cool.
But anyway, so I have a feeling they probably take a select few so that you don't know exactly which questions they're going to ask. And so you just have to be prepared
Right,
for.
because, if you could get the test, you just could figure it out.
Yeah. You just.
Because if you and I said we were trying to study for it, we would have never thought about trying to figure out what color our daggone toothbrushes are.
No, exactly.
That's a dumb question. The rest of them are pretty good, but nobody looks at each other's toothbrushes.
Yeah. Like, why is that an important detail? Like, it wouldn't hurt my feeling that you didn't know the color of my toothbrush.
Well, here's the other thing, too. You don't always have the same color.
No,
I've
we
seen you
switch
with
it.
purple. I've seen you with pink.
And here's the reason, because when we go to the dentist, we get bags of goodies.
That's right.
And
yeah.
so I have just lots of toothbrushes underneath the counter. So I don't buy you the same color each time.
Yeah.
We just go into the bag and get what's in there, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, I just thought it was kind of a fun little deal.
It is. Everything that's important, I know about you.
Oh yeah, you
And
think?
I think you know about me.
Yeah, probably at this point for
Do
sure.
you ever nowadays find something out about me that you didn't know?
Every once in a while.
Really?
I'm trying to think what it was. Just this past week, you said something to me, and I said, I don't think I ever knew that about you. So it's always kind of a fun little surprise when I find something out.
I thought it was really cool about the baseball thing.
I was just going to bring
Go
that
ahead,
up.
bring it up. Go ahead.
Well, who sent that to you? Was it just a listener?
It was just one of my listeners on Instagram sent me this deal that was on YouTube of me hitting 2 home runs against Brett Saberhagen. And
With the Orioles.
With the Orioles when I was with the Baltimore Orioles, and I'd never seen it before. And I put it up on Instagram. Look at Jim Traber. You can go look
see
at
it. And that was so cool for both of us.
Because you had never seen me.
No, we were talking about, I've seen you play in clips, and then your mom had recorded some VHS tapes that she put on for me one time because I was like, I never got to see him play. And so that was fun. But, we were talking about this back when you played, back in the day. If it made it to Sports Center, you were excited. You got to see it. But even then, you weren't getting clips of it. You didn't get, unless your parents recorded on a VHS tape.
There was no.
You just didn't have the replay capability that you have
We didn't even
now.
have cell phones. I mean, nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's like you had all these accomplishments and had all these cool things happen, and we don't have any record of it. Like, I'd never really seen you play baseball. And except for those, the funny video of you getting chased around the field, and everybody's seen that one. You chased.
I was getting chased.
You were chasing.
I wouldn't have run. Right?
You were
I'd have
chasing.
fought.
Everybody's seen that one. But no, this one was super cool. And just the commentary behind the video was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about you. I got to tell you, it turned me on a little bit.
She told me that it turned her on. Hey, I was svelte, wasn't I?
You were svelte. Yeah.
Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't think. Sometimes I think that she didn't think that I was very good.
The head full of flowing hair.
Oh my gosh, I had a lot of hair.
You had a lot of hair.
Yeah, now I got nothing.
In the way you were running around the bases, yeah.
That was really cool, though. I had a really good home run trot. That's why they used to call me the Bambino, because I had a trot like Babe Ruth. I had a trot just like he did.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and so that was like a surprise from your past.
I thought it was. That's one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, that was
fun.
fun.
I'd never seen that before. I mean, I didn't watch it. It wasn't like I went on Sports Center and heard all the talk or anything.
Well, yeah, because you didn't see yourself either when you're playing.
Right.
So that's
I probably watched that on Sports Center, but it wasn't that way.
Right.
Because there was Sports Center in 1986. So I'm sure that they said something about it. But my brother had some tapes of Sports Center.
Yeah.
Of things that they said about me. But no, that was really
that
cool.
was
Whoever sent that to me, I appreciate that so much.
A fun little gem that we found this. So yeah, what about you? Do I ever surprise you with something new?
Not really. I mean, I think I know. I mean,
well, like you didn't know I could only shave up to my kneecap. That was an interesting new find. Oh, you did know that?
Yeah, you told me that before. Yeah.
And how Jim told me this week that he really thought leg warmers were hot because they're making a comeback.
I'm telling you, I thought women with leg warmers
and I
good.
Said it did not have the same appeal when
like
you wore them with
culottes
underneath.
That's right. You used to wear culottes.
It did not look the same with culottes. It was not sexy.
Gosh. You need to.
We didn't talk about this. We had Clyde Cosmo's 3rd birthday this week too.
We did, yeah. Big Clyde. He's getting after it.
We hired I have to do a shout out. If you're looking for a fun birthday party, we hired the Rock and Roly Polies for his party. That was our gift. His other grandmother and us went together. We hired the Rock and Roly Polies, and that was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah, he's this big bearded guy with his son who plays the guitar, and he sings kids songs, and he's like Jack Black.
He rocks out. Jack Black. Yes, he rocks out so he does Itsy Bitsy Spider, but in a rock version.
Yeah, and the kids
they go
just
crazy,
dance around and everything.
And then he does magic tricks, and then he did the balloon animals at the end. So, I mean, it's like he held them captivated for 2 hours.
Yeah, he was good. That was really cool.
It was a lot of fun. So,
I wasn't happy when I found out how much it was, but it was worth it.
It was a good time.
Good stuff.
And
all
Clyde
right.
got his bouncy house. It was fun.
Yeah, he had a bouncy house. That was awesome. All those kids, though, holy Moses.
There was a lot.
So many kids running around.
There was a lot.
Wow.
And Chelsea gave out kittens as parting gifts.
That's right. She has kittens, and one person took one, didn't they?
Two people took a kitten.
2 people?
Yeah.
She still has some, though.
No, they're gone. They're all gone. Her last 2 went yesterday.
Oh, really? Someone came and got them?
Came and got the last 2 kittens. So out of 10 kittens, she found homes for all of them.
Wow. Well, I was not one of them.
No,
I don't want a kitten.
We got out without getting a cat. That's for
exactly
sure.
Right. All right, good stuff. Let's talk then about our great people at Rob's Ranch. I had an unbelievable time when I just love going out there. Rob's Ranch is a faith-based center for recovery, alcoholics, drug addicts, things like that, and it's incredible. It's mostly for men, but they also have one now in Edmond that is an outpatient for anybody. But the one in Sayre, Oklahoma, and the one in Purcell are for men. And I mean, the things that you hear from these people that I've helped get there are just amazing, Jewel.
Yeah. I mean, lives are being changed, and the ripple effect, we talk about this, I just don't think it can be overstated. Just the difference it makes in their whole family.
Yeah.
We've seen that. You've met so many moms and dads who were just in tears and said, I have my child back,
Yep.
right?
It's crazy.
Just, it truly is the path to miracles.
Yeah, I've never done anything good in my life, but it's good to be involved in this. It really is.
They're an
Rob's
awesome
Ranch.
organization.
And if you're outside the state, you can still go. They're awesome. And they have scholarships, too, if you don't have the money. So remember Rob's Ranch.
And let's talk about one more thing. I was driving today and we passed just a horrible accident, and it made me think of our guy, J.R. Holmesy.
I really wish whenever I see an accident that I could get out of the car and figure out which one of them is not in the wrong and go, you got to go see J.R. Holmesy.
Yeah, but it was bad. There was an ambulance there, there was fire trucks, and I shuddered because it brought me back to our accident and just what a terrible time that was for us. And we were just both like, what in the world
Well, you
do
don't know
we
what
do now?
to do.
No.
We do now, though.
We do now, yeah.
That's right. You call my man J.R. Holmesy and Associates. He's
Yeah.
amazing. One of the top 10 personal injury lawyers in the state of Oklahoma. Great man. He'll do everything that you need, all the way from helping you get with the right doctors. And then if you need to go to court, he'll go to court. If it should be settled, he'll help you do that. He got us a nice settlement, and he's just the best. And it's just a great man. Go to J.R. Holmesy and Associates, 405-524-1011. 405-524-1011. Great job today, Jewel.
Thanks.
All right. Love you.
I love you.
All right. We'll be back next week. Tell all your friends and family. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. You can get it anywhere you want. The Julie and Jim Traber podcast. We'll be back next week.